Hi everyone. Um, I just have to say thank you ever so much to everybody. Yesterday, obviously the girls had done 5 videos, whatever, and they absolutely loved every minute of it. And what they did love was that people actually took the time out to watch the videos. And I'm just going to try and angle this camera a little bit better. I'm just leaving those there while I have a quick chat. Yeah, they actually, they've just phoned me now to say, has anybody watched the videos? And I've thought, yeah, and I went online and told them what people had said and that. And they thought it was absolutely brilliant. And they can't wait to come back up on Sunday. Bless them. They are so sweet. And they are very good crafters, I have to say that. But that's because they've always been with me from day one. You know, as soon as they could hold a paintbrush in the hand, like me, we've done that. And we've done all sorts of things with them. But I have to say, I was so proud of them yesterday because when Jamie Lee did the butterfly one, the textured butterfly, she did an awesome job. I did have to keep popping out because I was doing the dinner. And so when I watched it back, I was so proud of her. And her sister there, Billy there, telling her or asking her questions and that. And she was saying afterwards, she went, I had to ask her questions, Nana. And I did it best I could. She says, because Jamie Lee wasn't talking that much. I just thought they were hilarious. Zip it. Yes, she'll zip it when I get my hands on her. But we are like that. Fortunately for me, my own children are like that as well, because I've always been a witty kind of person, and I find the fun in everything. So when my kids were growing up, you know, I mean, they were hysterical, my kids. They were, at times they were really funny, and we used to have a lot of fun with them. And they're exactly the same with their own children, and it's good. It's you know, they're not miserable children at all. They're very happy children, and when they're doing something that they really like, they really enjoy it, and that is the main part. That, you know, is enjoying what you do. Excuse me. So I just wanted to thank everybody for your support with them, and yeah, they'll be back. They're planning on coming up every Sunday to do some crafting. And oh, hang on, yeah, while I'm on, I'll do this. Thanks. There's some mail's come. But yeah, the girls are planning on coming up every Sunday to do some crafting, and so hopefully we'll get a video or two out of them. Well, let's have a look. Got some mail arrived. Let me see. But yeah, I've really enjoyed it with them. Ooh! Yes, my crystals have turned up. Big bag of crystals. Yeah, that's that. So that's that. Love them. I'll have a look at them properly in a minute. They're just a joy. Oh yes, my rosebuds. My mini rosebuds have turned up. I can tell you where they're from now, ladies. Oh, no, it's only got their... It's only got their email address. Ganpat1, GANPAT1 @hotmail.co.uk. That's all I can give you, the Ganpats. And these are the mini roses. Look at my... I mean, I have had a wash this morning, but my nails are plastered after yesterday. And all that gunge and crap that they've been doing. Yeah, these are the mini roses. Let me just make sure you can see. The tiny wee mini roses, right? Yes. So go and have a look and send them an email. There is no web address on their thing. Sorry. Let me just see what I can get into here. See what this one is. Oops, there's another one. Oh yes, my trims. Oh look. My trims have come. Beautiful trims. Again, there's no paperwork with them. I'd have to go back online and have a look. So let me just get these out. Let me just take the camera back up a little bit. Oop, other way, girl, come on. These are gorgeous trims. That one, I did Gail the Happy Stampers box out of the pink one of this one. So that's that one. I'm not sure if they sent me the right amount though. Then there's the tassel trim. Beautiful, beautiful tassel trim. Look at that one. That one again. Gorgeous trim. So again, I'll have to go online and have a look. Same one in there, peachy one. This is the one I did Gail's with. Like that. And the, oh, lavender, look at that. Gorgeous. So thrilled with that. And the black diamanty one. And this, I got this one, the metallic one for edging, in black and pink. I'll have to get these on card. The pink tassel one. The pink diamanty one. And the white one. So that's that. I'm going to get those up on cards. But like I was saying, you know... And these are the flowers I made yesterday. When I was sat listening and watching the videos over for the girls. I just made a couple of flowers and put bows and trimming on them. So I hope you can see that. But I just want to thank everybody for, you know, all your support and comments with them. They really enjoyed it. They do want their own channel. They asked Mum and Dad yesterday. But they've said no up to now, but they said they were going to try and talk them round. Well, it's, you know, it's just a crafting channel. It's not hurting anybody. So, you know, we'll see. If not, they can put it on mine. That won't hurt, will it? And they are, like I said, I was going to say before, they are very, very witty children. And we do have a laugh. And when they come up, it's worse when we've got all four of them, my God. But when they come up, they just have fun. And we allow them to have that fun because they're only children once. And, you know, I know parents work and they're this and they're that and they don't spend as much time with the kids. I mean, when mine were young, we worked. And so we made sure that the weekends were spent with our children, and you know, we did as much as possible with them. We took them everywhere, but we made everything fun but educational for them, and that's why they're quite bright little kids. There's a lot of information that we put in, but in a fun way. And I always remember when I was in school, it was the sort of thing that. I only remember the things that we enjoyed that was fun, that was made to be fun. You know, if we just got a book thrown in front of us and do that, we never remembered anything. But go out and practice or go out and reenact this or something like that, then yes, we remembered it well. And so that put me in good stead for my own children and grandchildren, and that's what we do. You know, I always remember we took them all, we said, right, make sure you bring your wellies up. Sorry, I'm just going to have a drink. And so they all brought the wellies up, and we took them down to Roundy Park. There's a big park here in Leeds. And we didn't just walk alongside the stream, we got in the stream with our wellies on. And they were looking at everything in the water, and they had little buckets with them and little sticks and that. And what we were doing was, if they saw anything, like we collected unusual leaves and unusual, not plants, because we wouldn't take the plants, but if there were loose leaves, we would take the leaves. Or if they found a nice stone or something like that, you know, we would collect them, and they'd bring them back, and they'd dry them all off and wash them and dry them, and then we would, like, if it was a leaf, then we would spray it and make a picture out of it or something like that. And dried grasses, all the different dried grasses there are. But we actually got in the stream, and in the safe sides, safe parts, and we actually walked up the stream, and anything we saw we talked about, and they thought it was fantastic. They didn't just walk at the side like everybody else was doing on a nice summer's day. They were in the stream, actually walking up, looking at all the different mosses growing underneath on the rocks and that, looking at all the shapes of the rocks around them, and it was so educational, and they still remember that today. You know, they can't wait for the summer to come back, for the warm weather to come, because we're out and about again with them. And it's the sort of thing that we've always done with them. And these are the kind of memories that will be there forever. You know, my mum and dad, although we did a lot of crafty things, we also went out and about, and it was also, you know, I always remember my dad telling me about this, that and the other, and it didn't matter how many questions I asked, I got an answer of some sort. You know, and if he didn't know, my mother didn't know, then they'd say, well, when we get back, we'll look it up. You know, so we had educational books at home and about the countryside and things like that. So it's just, when we go fossiling, we take the kids with us, we take the grandkids with us. My own children have been with me, but we take the grandchildren. And the knowledge they know about fossils. Now, when they did something in school about them, they were able to stand up. They could take in their fossils that they'd found, and they could explain all about them to the class. And it's not so that, oh, they're big-headed or anything like that. It was, the teachers found them very, very interesting. They found the kids, how knowledgeable they are, but it's because we pass it on. And it's, everything your children learn is because it's passed on, or it's taught them. Do you know what I mean? And I'm so proud of my grandchildren. I'm so proud of my own children. You know, I mean, obviously we all go our own ways and whatever, but I am so proud of all of my children. I always remember something very clearly. My son got where the house they bought now. He'd never done woodwork. I mean, he'd done it in school, but he'd never really done anything to do with wood. Never really built anything. And he just built a pagoda in the garden. And he did it so well. He'd never had any training. He'd never had any lessons or anything like that. I think that, because my father was a joiner as well, came through the sort of gene things. But he did that on his own, and it was fantastic. I was so proud of him. And then when he realised that he could do something, he could achieve that, he then built a shed. He then built a pen for the rabbit. He built himself a gym outside in the garden, you know, at the bottom of the garden. And there's no stopping him, and he's doing all sorts. And I'm so proud of him, because he wasn't afraid to try it. It did turn out when he'd finished. I mean, the garden thing was absolutely stunning. He's done an awesome job. And it's just, you know, going out there and doing it. It doesn't matter if you make a mess and cock up. At the end of the day, you've had a go, and that's the main thing. But to spend time with the kids on all these trips, and we take them all over, and to various things, and they like museums, although I'm not that keen on them. But you do find a lot of information out, and, you know, there are certain ones I like. I just think it's fantastic that they want to learn. They want to spend time with us, and that's the key. They want to spend time with us, because it's fun for them. I loved every second of my time with my grandparents, and I spent a lot of time with my grandparents, although they lived miles away, but I used to travel down to them. And I'll tell you now, I miss them still so much, and I miss my parents, but your time is short here, and your time is precious. And normally it's a better relationship with children and grandparents. Grandchildren and grandparents have a much more special relationship, and that's not saying anything against parents, but normally parents don't have time. But, you know, if you can, and you are a busy parent, try. Just take an hour out of your day, and try. Even if it's just crafting, try and have some time with your children and grandchildren, because it's amazing. It is amazing time with them. I adore my children and grandchildren. They're the mini-me's. But they are. I adore them all. And every minute I can spend with my grandchildren is so precious to me, because we're not here long. And so, you know, I look forward to them coming. and I don't see them as often as I should. Well, I do. I see an awful lot of my grandchildren, but you know, it's not as much as what I want. But there you go. We all have our own lives. So, yeah, just spend that little bit extra time. Try and look at them in a different way. You know, they're not just kids. And when you're doing things with them, try and do it fun but educational. I'm just going to show you these. I got these in. I'm just letting you know in case you've not seen them. They're frames. And I just altered that one just to show you what you can do. I just put alcohol ink on it with some rub and buff. And then I glossy accented a picture in the middle. Put a diamante in her hair and that. So I just thought I'll show you those in case you've not seen them. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. And I absolutely adore my grandchildren, as you can see. And I think the feeling's very mutual. And I can't wait for them to come back and see what they come up with next. Because they are very clever, you know. They're very forward children as well, I do have to say that. You know, Jamie Lee's 9 going on 99 and Billy May's 8 going on 88, if you know what I mean. They're very clever children. And it's because my son and his wife do what they do and we do what we do with them. It's because you spend time with them teaching them. And if it's done in a fun way, then they're not bored or anything like that. And that's why they're like they are. They're like they are because of how they are brought up. I have to say that. It takes a lot of input, but in a nice way where they don't feel pressured. And they don't feel pressured at all. So I'm very proud of all my children and grandchildren. And with that, I'll say goodbye. Thanks for watching. Thanks for all your support with them. And they're answering their own... I've not got to answer. They want to answer for themselves. So I went, right, okay, so when they're coming up Sunday, they're going to answer all your comments, so God help you. Thanks for watching. I'll speak to you soon. Bye-bye for now.